malinaw itong suspension of payments to the private hospital, the circular, that was clearly really released by PhilHealth. Pero may kaakibat doon kasi na statement na sumasama, supposedly galing din daw sa Private Hospitals Association. Just for the record, sir, I mean, this statement, and let's just say in broad terms, it was saying this seems arbitrary, it seems sweeping, we feel threatened by this, and sa totoo lang, it's almost like blackmail. That word did not come out in there, but it seems suspicious na ngayong hindi makapagbayad ang PhilHealth, biglang parang binabaliktad sa inyo. In general, yes. Basically, sir, can you confirm, is that the sentiment or the statement or at least the sentiment of the hospitals of the Philippines?
Yes, actually that was the real sentiment of the private hospitals. They were really concerned. They were concerned that with this circular, any let's say you're accused of fraud, you're accused of ethical actions. Ang labo nun, that's very general. And then sabi nila, abuse of authority. What's the basis of abuse of authority? And then after that, pagka nabigyan ka nun, you are given 3 days to respond. Then you are parang within 30 days na hindi nag-respond yung President CEO, parang suspended ka na doon. And then with that, you're given 120 days suspension. That's already, let's say, 5 months already. And then they can extend it.
Sa COA,
and then they can extend it. Oh, they can extend it to another 90 days. That's another 8 months of suspension, di ba? So that's why they were really afraid or they were frightened na baka yung mga supposedly our the claims that we are trying to reimburse will be placed on this category, and then they will no longer be paid because they will be included doon sa mga claims na supposedly fraudulent, and then it will all be frozen. They will not pay you even your past dues, past claims, the present claims, and your future claims will be suspended. So that's the reason why they were very apprehensive.
Very quickly lang po, I'm sure maraming tanong dito, but just a basic question, if you allow me. Kasi yung TSPC, Temporary Suspension of Payment of Claims, this will be in the vocabulary of Filipinos, I suspect, in the next few days, TSPC. And this was in the circular, ito po yung punot dulo nung concern nyo. Is this a new mechanism or matagal yan, or is this just new guidelines? Na nagulat kayo?
That's what they're saying, no? Dr. Domingo, the spokesperson of PhilHealth, said that this has been with us since 2016. But they say that there is some polishing or something like that para to be more to manage the proper fund management and then fraud detection, parang ganon. So parang pinalish nila yung previous na circular in 2016.
Yung circular 0013 kasi provides for suspension of the payments at the onset of investigation under specific parameters and so on down the line.
Yes.
My question to you just kasi onset of investigation, ibig sabihin sa pagsimula ng investigasyon, ilan sa mga ospital, whether private or public, pero in your case, I suppose private, ilan sa mga ospital ang sa ngayon nandun sa onset of investigation? Kumbaga maapektuhan nitong suspension na ito?
Right now, actually, wala akong alam na merong na-apply na to right now. So I think this is supposed to be effective pa 15 days after publication. So it's gonna be in first week of September. It will be effective.
So this is for future findings, or not findings, for future investigations.
I think so. That's actually they have issued an explanation on this recently lang, nito lang gabi, just this night. Sinabi niya, all healthcare providers can rest assured that this policy will be enforced with respect to due process and existing rules and regulations. And that PhilHealth assures its members and accredited providers that all good claims shall not be affected. That's at least an assurance on our part. But then, of course, they are still concerned about this thing because this is quite medyo nagulat kami dito sa basta bigla na lang paglalabas nitong ng circular na to.
Doctor, ang reaction ninyo, ang report namin, ang reaction niya you are considering disengaging from PhilHealth. Ano po exactly ang ibig sabihin ng disengaging? And what would it mean to patients, especially during this crisis?
Actually, yung disengagement, yun ang suggestions ng aming mga members. But we are still trying to collect the sentiments of all the members kung talagang kasi once you disengage, ibig sabihin, you'll not be accepting patients. Or even you'll be accepting patients pero you'll not be deducting the benefits of PhilHealth. And then let them file the benefits or the claims directly sa PhilHealth. But that is not provided for in our performance commitment or our contract with PhilHealth. So kung magkakaroon man ng gano'n na let's say na parang option ang ating mga members, it is going to be sa accreditation time. Let's say before the end of the year, and then they say that we will no longer be will be disengaging from PhilHealth. Then ang mangyayari niyan, they will no longer accredit or renew their accreditation from PhilHealth. So starting, let's say, January, hindi na sila mag-PhilHealth. So wala nang contract.
So, sir, kung ilabas muna natin yung circular para malinaw po.
Okay.
Kasi we do understand na yung circular takes effect 15 days after publication.
Yes.
So hindi pa siya umandar kumbaga.
Yeah.
But just to give us an idea kung gaano ka how often PhilHealth, for example, investigates healthcare professionals for alleged fraud or alleged misdemeanors or whatever, gaano ho, mga ilang porsyento ng mga healthcare professionals ang naiimbestigahan?
How common is that?
Nasasampan na reklamo?
How common is a
May
complaint?
idea tayo.
It's not really that common. Yeah, it's not really that common. But then kung meron kasing ang ibang nangyayari dito is, let's say, the doctor was not able to sign the claim. That's an RTH, a deficiency. Not really a fraudulent, a fraudulent act, But then yung mga fraudulent na ganun, not really that common. Sabi ko nga, if you can see fraudulent acts, then you file the necessary case. Kung talagang fraudulent yan, ibig sabihin, you have enough evidence for that thing, So, mag-file kayo. Okay lang sa amin yon. Pero it's not really common dito sa because ang doctors naman wala naman bakit sila maggagawa ng mga fraudulent acts, di ba? So I'm not sure kung paano gagawin nila doon.
Doc, siyempre ang concern ng mga tao ngayon is ano mangyayari ngayon? Now, on the one hand, kanina po lumabas tong issue na to. You also started this show by acknowledging that may clarification ang PhilHealth. But where does that put the relationship between PhilHealth and the frontliners? Because of that statement, are you saying medyo lumamig naman ng konti yung issue, or sa tingin niyo ba painit pa lang to?
We will still have to wait, And actually, open din naman sila. Open din sila for dialogue or discussion. So anyway, we'll have to talk with them. Titingnan natin kung ano talaga then yung nilabas nila na clarificatory statement, then we will see. We will also have to ask again the sentiments of our members kung ano ba talagang feeling nila. And then we will have to see kung ano yung sasabihin nila dito sa nilabas na clarificatory statement ng PhilHealth.
Okay.
So apart from disengaging, wala kayong ibang option na kinoconsider ngayon in response to this circular?
Well, wala namang talagang iyon ang talagang initial na sentiments ng aming members. But then we'll see, kung after the clarificatory statement, they will change their minds. But a lot of them talaga are decided. Kasi siyempre, pag nakita mo yung gano'n, ang feeling mo talaga, ano ba yan? Hindi na nga kami binabayaran. Ganyan pa ang gagawin nila. Diba? So that was the part of the moment decisions.